Hey folks, welcome back to the Library Reader. With this review, I just have one more ebook that I borrowed from the library, and then you probably won't get another video for quite some time. Um, that's mainly because I have a kind of a schedule of how I'm going to check out books, but I'm really considering checking out another book next month, so it won't be too long. Alright, so this is a review of Stephen King's Misery. I do not know what number this is in the series of books that he's written, but this took place during a time when Stephen King was trying to get over his addiction to drugs and alcohol. And so it is about a man called Paul who finds himself basically being nursed back to health by a woman called Annie Wilkins. Wilkins. Annie Wilkins is Paul's number one fan. She absolutely loves his Misery series. However, when she discovers that Misery ends up dying, she loses her mind. What she fails to understand, if she was in her sound mind and body, she would have realized that in the 1800s, women dying in childbirth was not unusual. So anyways, she loses her whole thing, and then when she realizes that Paul has a manuscript, and it is for a different book, she reads it, and she absolutely hates it. There is profanity, there is this, there's that. She's very much like a Christian woman, but she's like lost her mind. Paul learns a lot about Annie. Annie, during his time with her. One of the most disturbing scenes of all time, and I'm not even talking about the poor officer, is when Annie goes and punishes Paul for leaving his room while she was away by cutting off his foot. So now he is disabled. He's a disabled writer now. And so during the course of it, we really are rooting for Paul, Paul getting out of this situation. There has to be a way to get, because he can't just present a manuscript, because this man's been missing for quite a long time. I mean, not like years and years and years, but he's been missing for months. And maybe people think that he's dead. No one knows. But the thing about it is that Paul, under threat of her, starts a new Misery book, and somehow he brings Misery back, to the absolute delight of Annie. Annie is happy. Misery is alive. Misery is back. What he discovers as he's writing this new installment in the Misery series is that, in a nutshell, this is all that he is ever going to be known for, is the Misery books. I mean, he can write another book, but he will always be famous for Misery. And basically, he gets into the flow of writing. He does not want to stop. He wants to end the story. What he does to Annie is give her a little taste of her own medicine. So she forces him to burn the manuscript that he spent 2 years writing. 2 years writing. What he does to her is he goes and he burns the Misery manuscript, the one that he had been working on. She loses her shit. Spoiler, it was not the real manuscript. He has no intention of burning this manuscript. It's his work. He put blood, emphasis on blood, sweat, and a lot of drugs. Anyways, yeah. So, there is a couple of deaths in this book. It wouldn't be Stephen King if it wasn't. I enjoyed the book a lot. The ending was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it. And I would recommend this book to anyone who wants a really good, insane bitch for a co-main character. Alright, By the way, I give it 5 stars on Goodreads. So here's the thing. I think it was my last paycheck of last month. I went ahead and bought the movie version of this book. I wanted to wait till I read the book before watching the movie. And so it is Dean Cain and Kathy Bates. And I think I'm kind of guessing who, who directed, oh yeah, okay, it was directed by Rob Reiner, the poor guy that got his throat slit by his own son. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to be purchasing the movie version of this book to see if it is just as good as the book. Anyways, I also kind of want to see if Stephen King shows a cameo appearance in the movie. That'd be really cool. Alrighty. Oh yes. Another. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Yesterday I was off, and I spent the entire day reading Misery because I had 2 people that were waiting on it, and I can't renew it unless if there's people waiting on it. So yeah. Alright, so the only book I have left to finish is The Night and the Moth, or The Moth and the Night. Anyways, I will be finishing that book hopefully next week. I have like 8 days left in that book before it's due. Hopefully, if I don't finish it, there will be a renewal. I'm actually going to check to see if the book is available on Kindle Unlimited. If it is, then I'm going to go ahead and borrow it and finish reading the book. Alrighty. Anyways, that's my video. I will see you around. Bye.